has come up. We're on the Valley of a Thousand Devils trail. It's about 5 in the morning. Trying to get it, do the trail while it's still reasonable outside. It's actually cold right now. It's probably around 10 or 12 degrees. And by 2 it's supposed to be 34. So I guess a landscape of extremes. Anyway, the scenery's beautiful so far. And let's see where the trail goes. Views of the Badlands. the trail. You obviously keep going anywhere you want here, but I think this is probably it for us. It's been a real cool morning. It was a great idea to go while it's still cool, but also while the sun's coming up. Lots of contrast with the light. Makes for a great morning. Anyway, this is the Valley of the Thousand Hills. Great hike, highly recommend it. Really doesn't take that long. Just gotta be prepared for the weather, the wind, the sun, the heat, the cold, all the above can happen. Anyway, cool day. Try and get some more footage on the way out, and see what else we can see while we're still here. Got the rest of the day. Probably check out the parkway tonight. See when the animals are moving. Get some shots there. And yeah, then I guess tomorrow is a travel day. Stop at Castle Butte and check that out. And then it's the long journey home. About 7 hours of driving. So, but it was all worth it. Absolutely worth it. Not a bad spot to stop and eat a granola bar. Have some water. Still can't get over the immensity of things here. I think I'm not sure. I think that's 70 Mile Butte, and I misspoke before. It's not 70 miles away, it's the midpoint of a travel route between Wood Mountain and I believe the fort that was at Cypress, maybe Fort Walsh. So it's 35 miles, halfway in between, but it's a key feature in the landscape, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but obviously you can see it from this far away, so it's a guidepost and a way to help get you across country like this, which is really easy to get lost in. Again, we decided to go down to the bottom, look around. The thing here is that every next corner beckons and you want to keep going and keep going. So we just set a hard time limit. When it gets to 8 o'clock, we're going to turn around and work our way back out before it gets too hot. Otherwise we'll be in here forever. There's just too much to see, too much to look at. And I guess as sad as it is, you have to decide to turn around and go back.